Robert Wagner is 95, yet you might still catch him posting workout videos online, a picture of vitality that hides decades of controversy, tragedy, and personal turmoil. Few people remember, or dare to revisit, what happened on a yacht in November 1981, the night Natalie Wood, his wife, drowned. Wagner waited nearly 90 minutes before calling for help, a delay that investigators now say may have cost her life. In 2018, he was officially named a person of interest in her death, but he has refused to speak to authorities ever since. Today, he lives in Aspen with Jill St. John, Natalie's close friend, in a marriage that began just 2 months after the funeral. The surface of his life glimmers with Hollywood charm, but beneath lies a web of scandal, grief, and secrets. Robert John Wagner Jr. was born on February 10, 1930, in Detroit, in the middle of the Great Depression. Yet, unlike most families at the time, the Wagners were comfortably well off. His father, Robert Sr., had overcome a harsh childhood, leaving home at 10 after enduring abuse and selling newspapers to survive. By the time Wagner was born, the family lived in a grand house built in 1934 on Fairway Drive, overlooking a golf course. His mother, Thelma Hazel Alva, was a telephone operator, the daughter of Norwegian immigrants who had married in 1887. The young Wagner earned the nickname RJ after his father's moniker, Bob, a nickname that would stick through triumphs and scandals alike. In 1937, when Wagner was just 7, the family moved from Detroit to Bear, California. His father had secured better work, and the new neighborhood placed them near golf courses and Hollywood studios. The proximity to stardom would shape his destiny. He attended the Black Fox Military Institute, a school founded by World War I veterans, nestled beside Wilshire Country Club, a hub for the children of movie stars. Wagner's world was already orbiting Hollywood before he even stepped onto a set. At age 12, he contracted rheumatic fever, an illness that confined him to bed for months and threatened permanent heart damage. During that time, Wagner immersed himself in radio shows and movie magazines, sparking a fascination with the world of entertainment. What could have been a cruel twist of fate instead became a period of focus, igniting the determination that would carry him through decades of highs and lows. By the age of 12, Wagner was working as a caddy at the Bear Country Club, rubbing shoulders with Hollywood legends like Clark Gable, Bing Crosby, and Fred Astaire. While he wasn't the most attentive caddy, often distracted by the stars passing by, he made a name for himself as the quiz kid, firing endless questions about movies and performances. Even then, Hollywood saw potential in him. Astaire, years later, would encourage Wagner to pursue a studio role, smiling and saying, "Get in there and do it." At 18, Wagner's opportunity arrived. A talent scout spotted him at a restaurant, and soon after, he signed with agent Henry Wilson. His first film role, In the Happy Years, paid just $30.50. Fox set a 1-year deadline: make it in movies or find another path. Despite the cutthroat competition, Wagner gradually found his footing. His first credited role came in Halls of Montezuma in 1951. A small but emotional appearance in With a Song in My Heart earned him 10,347 fan letters in just 2 weeks, a testament to his raw appeal. Fox raised his pay from $150 to $750 per week and gave him 3 lead roles that same year. But behind the charm, scandal simmered. During the filming of Stars and Stripes Forever, 22-year-old Wagner was dating 3 actresses simultaneously, including 16-year-old Joan Evans. When a columnist photographed him leaving Evans's house at 2 a.m., the studio panicked, assigning chaperones and demanding he end the relationships. Though he complied, rumors about his taste in women lingered for years. His career was as dangerous as it was promising. In Beneath the 12-Mile Reef, filming in the Bahamas in 1953, Wagner nearly drowned after his air hose got caught on coral at 45 feet. For 3 agonizing minutes, he fought for air before divers intervened. Production halted for 5 days, though the studio later claimed he completed the stunts himself. In Prince Valiant, sword fight injuries and on-set accidents mounted, testing his resilience. Off-camera, relationships fueled both passion and controversy. His romance with Deborah Padet led to a $15,000 hush payment to maintain his contract, and later, during the filming of Kiss Before Dying in 1956, he faced professional rivalry with co-star Robert Stack, who repeatedly sabotaged him. Wagner endured it silently, building a reputation for determination amid chaos. By the late 1950s, Wagner's life was a whirlwind of professional triumphs and personal entanglements. In the true story of Jesse James, he broke his collarbone during a stunt. At a Hollywood party, a feud with Elvis Presley erupted over actress Hope Lang, escalating to the point that organizers had to keep the two stars apart. In 1961, during a Rat Pack yacht party, Wagner crashed a boat into rocks, endangering Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. His blood alcohol was nearly double the legal limit, leading to a $47,000 lawsuit. Wagner's personal life mirrored the chaos of his professional one. He married Natalie Wood in December 1957, following a dramatic pre-wedding argument over fan letters. Their marriage faced trials almost immediately, infidelity rumors, co-star attractions, and production conflicts on All the Fine Young Cannibals. After their divorce in 1962, Wagner entered a relationship with Barbara Stanwyck, 23 years his senior, a mentorship and romance that would shape his approach to acting and life. But eventually, he sought independence, realizing he would always be Mr. Stanwyck rather than himself. By 1968, Wagner had cemented his TV career with It Takes a Thief, earning $5,000 per episode. Yet trouble seemed ever present. An accidental leak of FBI-classified espionage details led to NDAs and security briefings, forcing him to issue a public apology. His reunion with Natalie Wood in 1972 seemed like a fresh start, but cracks remained. Therapy sessions revealed his controlling nature and her need for freedom, yet they stayed together. Then came the tragedy that would define his public image, Natalie Wood's death on November 29, 1981. On the yacht Splendor, Wood drowned during a Thanksgiving trip with Wagner and Christopher Walken. Production on Heart of Darkness, eerily water-centered, froze. Investigators found that Wagner delayed calling for help, a decision that haunted him for decades. The case, reopened in 2011 and naming him a person of interest by 2018, cemented Wagner's controversial legacy. In 1982, 2 months after the tragedy, Wagner's personal life took another turn when he began dating Jill St. John, Natalie's longtime friend. Their relationship blossomed against whispers and judgment, eventually culminating in marriage in April 1990. Together, they formed a blended family with Natalie's daughters, navigating grief and complex emotions. Family life brought its own challenges. Wagner raised 3 daughters, Katie, Natasha, and Courtney, after Natalie's death. Natasha's later depression and suicide attempt recalled painful memories of her mother, while Courtney's accusations of favoritism created family tensions that lasted years. Wagner navigated these crises with a mixture of control, care, and eventual reconciliation. Wagner's later career saw a mix of resurgence and adaptation. He took the role of number 2 in Austin Powers, delivering a performance that expanded the originally minor role into a cultural touchstone. At 69, he performed his own stunts, suffering serious back injuries. He later appeared on NCIS as Anthony Donoso Sr., earning $2.6 million over 9 years and bringing a personal depth to his character inspired by real-life regrets. Beyond acting, Wagner produced television shows like Switch, earning millions in syndication, and authored 2 memoirs detailing affairs, studio scandals, and Hollywood's darkest corners. His works offered candid insights into organized crime influence, diva behaviors, and the hidden mechanisms protecting stars from public shame. Despite financial success and accolades, Wagner's life remained shadowed by missed opportunities and personal regrets. He turned down iconic roles in Bonnie and Clyde, The Godfather, and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, choices he later mourned. Yet he continued to find meaning in family, work, and the discipline of daily routines. At 95, Wagner is a grandfather, a husband, and a survivor of a life defined by fame, tragedy, and secrecy. His Aspen estate is a sanctuary, a quiet reflection of a turbulent Hollywood past. The drowning of Natalie Wood still haunts him, shaping his avoidance of water, his sense of guilt, and his private life. While Instagram posts and workout videos suggest vitality, friends say he is lonely, with Jill St. John as his anchor. Wagner's story is one of contrasts, triumph and tragedy, scandal and resilience, fame and obscurity. From near-death experiences on set to surviving Hollywood's most dramatic scandals, he has endured it all. Yet, even at the age of 95, he reflects on life with clarity and a desire to share wisdom. His upcoming memoir promises to explore aging gracefully, closing a chapter on a life both extraordinary and deeply human. Robert Wagner's life is a testament to persistence, talent, and the weight of secrets carried for decades. Amid the glamour and scandal, the triumphs and regrets, one truth remains: he has never stopped moving forward, even when the past refused to let him go.